Unless you are using large fasteners or installing restoration millwork in temperatures of less than 40 degrees Fahrenheit, you will not need to pre-drill holes before fastening the trim. To determine the proper nail or screw size for installing each restoration millwork product horizontally, refer to this fastening schedule found in the installation guidelines. For example, if you are installing restoration millwork 3/4 inch thick trim boards, attach with either an 8D finish nail, a minimum of 2½ inches long, or use a number 8 trim screw with a minimum length of 2¼ inches. Note, the recommended lengths and sizes assume that restoration millwork is applied over a nailable structural rated sheathing with a thickness of ½ inch, applied directly to a framing member. If non-structural sheathing is used over framing members, such as foam, the fastener must penetrate through the non-structural sheathing into the framing member a minimum of 1½ inches. When installing restoration millwork vertically, refer to this chart, which indicates the number of fasteners that should be used at each 16-inch on-center framing member. So for example, if you are installing 8-inch wide trim board vertically, you must use 3 fasteners at each 16-inch on-center maximum framing member. When installing sheets vertically, fasten every 6 inches vertically in the field of the panel and every 4 inches around the perimeter of the panel. Use stainless steel or hot-tipped galvanized fasteners designed for wood trim and cladding. For best results, use fasteners with thin shanks, blunt points, and full round heads. We recommend using the Certainteed Cortex concealed fastening system. Do not use brads, staples, wire nails, ring shank nails, or fine threaded wood screws. Standard pneumatic nailers work well, generally at a pressure between 70 psi and 100 psi, depending upon the type of gun, the type of nail, the air temperature, and the density of the substrate. Inline pressure gauges will help maintain even pressure to the nail gun. Fastener heads should be flush with the surface of the trim or slightly indented, and no closer than 3/4 inch from the end of the board to avoid blowout through the side of the board. Note, when fastening a pocket accessory, make sure to measure 3/4 inch from the edge of the pocket. Do not fasten through the pocket. For example, to install restoration millwork with a 3/4 inch pocket, measure back 1½ inches, 3/4 inch for the pocket, plus 3/4 inch for clearance. Fasteners driven beyond the surface of restoration millwork boards can leave unsightly holes in the finished product. To touch up small holes in restoration millwork, we recommend using Bond and Fill trim stick. Once the product is set up, you may have to sand the area to achieve a finished appearance.